Have you ever found yourself thinking about someone even though they haven't reached out? No calls, no messages, and yet their presence lingers in your heart and mind. It's a feeling that is both mystifying and powerful. But what does it mean? Why does this connection seem to transcend physical communication? Today, let us delve into this experience and uncover the deeper truths it reveals about ourselves, our desires, and our energy. When someone remains in your thoughts despite their absence, it is a profound experience that often defies logical explanation. This lingering connection is not random or coincidental, it is a reflection of energy. Energy operates beyond the physical realm, intertwining our emotions, thoughts, and spiritual awareness. Every interaction, no matter how fleeting, creates an energetic imprint. When someone leaves a mark on us, it's because their energy resonates deeply with our own. At its core, energy is the language of the universe connecting all living beings. Every thought we hold, every emotion we feel, carries its own vibrational frequency. When we think about someone frequently or intensely, it's as though we're tuning into their unique frequency, creating a bridge that sustains their presence in our consciousness. This isn't always intentional or even fully understood, but it's a testament to the profound ways we are interconnected. The presence of someone in your mind, even without their physical proximity, is often a signal of something deeper. It may be that this person embodies qualities or emotions that your soul recognizes or craves. Perhaps they remind you of an unhealed part of yourself, a hope you hold, or a vision of love and connection you aspire to experience. Their energy might represent something you are trying to understand or integrate within yourself. It's not necessarily the person themselves who holds this power, but what they symbolize in your life. Energy, as a reflection, also means that what we focus on is mirrored back to us. If someone occupies your thoughts persistently, they might be reflecting a part of you that needs attention. For instance, if their absence brings feelings of longing, it might point to your own need for connection or self-acceptance. If their memory sparks joy or inspiration, it could highlight qualities within you that are yearning to be expressed. The energy they leave behind serves as a guide, showing you aspects of yourself that are ready to grow, heal, or transform. It's essential to approach this dynamic with mindfulness. When someone sticks in your mind, it's easy to become consumed by questions. Why them? Why now? Are they thinking of me too? While these questions are natural, they often distract us from the true purpose of the experience. The presence of another in your thoughts is not always a call to action toward them, but a call to reflection within yourself. It is an invitation to explore what this connection means on a personal and energetic level. The beauty of energy is that it is neither confined by time nor space. A relationship or encounter that seems brief on the surface may have a lasting energetic impact. Sometimes people enter our lives to serve as catalysts for change, growth, or healing. Even their absence can hold lessons, teaching us patience, acceptance, and the importance of letting go. In this way, the energy of another person serves as a mirror, reflecting back to us the areas where we need to pay closer attention. Understanding this concept allows you to navigate these experiences with more clarity and grace. Rather than being weighed down by confusion or longing, you can approach the situation with curiosity. What does this person's energy teach you about your own? Are they reflecting a love you want to embrace or a fear you need to overcome? When you shift your focus inward, the answers begin to emerge. It's also crucial to recognize the power of your own energy in this process. Just as you feel drawn to someone, your thoughts and feelings may also be influencing the energetic dynamic between you. Your focus acts like a beacon, intensifying the connection and at times creating a cycle that keeps you tied to them. This is why cultivating mindfulness and intentionality is so important. By consciously directing your energy, you can decide whether to deepen the connection or release it with love. Letting go does not mean forgetting or dismissing the connection, but honoring its purpose. When you release someone energetically, you're not severing ties, you're simply allowing their energy to flow freely without attachment. This creates space for new experiences and insights, aligning you more closely with your highest self. It is a practice of trust in yourself, in the wisdom of the universe, and in the lessons this connection was meant to bring. Ultimately, when someone lingers in your mind, it's because their energy has touched a part of your soul. Whether they stay as a lasting presence or fade away in time, the imprint they leave is a gift. It reminds you of your own capacity to feel, to connect, and to grow. Each connection, whether fleeting or enduring, serves a purpose in your journey. By embracing this perspective, you can transform the mystery of these connections into a source of empowerment. Instead of being tethered to longing or unanswered questions, you can use the energy as a tool for self-discovery and healing. Honor the connection, honor the reflection, and honor yourself in the process. The energy you feel is a reminder of the infinite ways we are all intertwined and of the boundless potential within you to create meaning and love in every moment. Our thoughts are among the most powerful tools we possess. They shape how we perceive the world, influence our emotions, and even affect the reality we create for ourselves. The power of thought lies not only in its ability to guide our actions, but in its capacity to shape our energy, attitudes, and connections with others. By understanding and harnessing this power, we can transform our lives in profound ways. Thoughts are more than fleeting ideas that cross our minds. They are energetic signals carrying a vibration that interacts with the world around us. When we focus on a thought, whether positive or negative, it gains strength and momentum. This is why certain people, situations, or outcomes seem to grow more significant the more we think about them. The more energy we give to a thought, the more it begins to manifest in our reality. This phenomenon explains why some people occupy our minds so deeply, even without contact or interaction. When we think about someone repeatedly, we are essentially creating an energetic connection with them. This connection isn't physical, yet it feels real and impactful. The thoughts we direct toward them can amplify the bond we feel, even if they are unaware of it. In many ways, our thoughts act as a bridge, linking our energy to theirs. The power of thought also works internally. What we think about ourselves shapes our sense of identity, self-worth, and potential. If we consistently think thoughts of self-doubt or inadequacy, we reinforce those beliefs and allow them to influence our behavior. Conversely, if we cultivate thoughts of confidence, gratitude, and love, we create a foundation for positive growth and resilience. The mind is like a garden. What we plant and nurture within it will ultimately grow and flourish. One of the most compelling aspects of thought is its ability to attract experiences and outcomes. This concept, often associated with the law of attraction, suggests that like attracts like. When we focus our thoughts on what we desire, be it love, success, or peace, we align ourselves with the energy of those things. This alignment creates a magnetic pull, drawing similar energy into our lives. The reverse is also true. Dwelling on fears or negativity can attract situations that reinforce those feelings. It's important to understand that thoughts alone are not enough. They must be paired with intention and action. Simply thinking about a goal won't make it happen, but it does set the stage for transformation. Our thoughts guide our choices, which then create the steps we take toward our aspirations. In this way, thoughts serve as the starting point for everything we manifest in our lives. When someone lingers in your mind, it's a clear example of the power of thought in action. This focus may arise from an emotional connection, an unresolved issue, or even an unconscious desire. Whatever the reason, the energy of your thoughts strengthens the presence of that person in your inner world. It's as though your mind is creating a space for them, even in their physical absence. This can be both a blessing and a challenge. The challenge lies in ensuring that our thoughts remain constructive. Obsessing over someone or something can create a cycle of attachment and longing that doesn't serve our growth. Instead of allowing thoughts to spiral into anxiety or frustration, we can use them as opportunities for reflection. What does this focus reveal about our inner world? Is it pointing to a need for closure, healing, or self-discovery? By asking these questions, we shift from passive thinking to active understanding. The blessing of thought lies in its ability to foster connection and creativity. Thinking of someone can inspire us to act with kindness, reach out, or simply appreciate the bond we share. It can also spark insight, helping us see situations from new perspectives or uncovering truths we hadn't considered before. Even when no action is taken, the act of holding someone in our thoughts can create a sense of closeness and gratitude that enriches our lives. Harnessing the power of thought requires mindfulness. Many of us operate on autopilot, letting our thoughts run unchecked throughout the day. This can lead to patterns of negativity, worry, or distraction. By becoming aware of our thoughts, we can begin to guide them intentionally. This doesn't mean suppressing difficult emotions or ignoring challenges, but rather choosing how we respond to them. We have the ability to redirect our focus, cultivating thoughts that align with our values and aspirations. One effective way to harness the power of thought is through affirmations. Positive affirmations are intentional statements that help reprogram the mind. By repeating phrases like, "I am worthy of love," or "I am capable of achieving my dreams," we replace limiting beliefs with empowering ones. Over time, these affirmations shape our mindset and open us to new possibilities. Visualization is another powerful tool. By vividly imagining the outcomes we desire, we engage the mind's creative power and bring those visions closer to reality. Visualization is not just about seeing an image in your mind, it's about feeling the emotions associated with that image. This emotional connection strengthens the thought, making it more likely to manifest. Ultimately, the power of thought is a reminder of our innate ability to shape our lives. Our minds are not passive observers, they are active participants in the creation of our reality. By choosing our thoughts wisely, we align ourselves with the energy of love, growth, and abundance. Whether we're thinking of a person, a goal, or ourselves, the energy we send out has the potential to transform our world in profound ways. Every thought is a seed planted with care, and watch it grow into something beautiful. Life is a continuous journey of twists and turns, full of unexpected moments and outcomes we cannot always predict or control. Yet within this ever-changing landscape, there is an inherent wisdom at work, a flow that guides us toward growth, understanding, and fulfillment. Trusting the flow of life means surrendering to this natural rhythm, embracing its unpredictability, and having faith that everything unfolds for our highest good. At its core, trusting the flow of life is about letting go of resistance. As human beings, we often strive to control every aspect of our lives. We plan, predict, and prepare, hoping to shape outcomes according to our desires. While intention and effort are important, life rarely adheres to our carefully crafted plans. Unexpected challenges arise, people enter or exit our lives, and circumstances shift in ways we never anticipated. When we resist these changes, we create tension and frustration within ourselves, which can make the journey feel more difficult than it needs to be. Letting go of resistance does not mean giving up or becoming passive. Instead, it means learning to trust that there is a greater purpose behind the events that unfold. When life takes a direction we didn't expect, it's often leading us to opportunities, lessons, or blessings we couldn't have imagined for ourselves. The detours and delays that seem inconvenient or painful in the moment may later reveal themselves to be crucial steps in our growth. Trusting the flow of life allows us to move with the current rather than fighting against it, conserving our energy for the things we can influence. This trust also extends to the timing of life. One of the most challenging aspects of surrendering to life's flow is accepting that things happen when they are meant to, not necessarily when we want them to. We live in a world that values speed and immediacy, often making us impatient for results or answers. Yet life operates on its own timeline, one that is intricately aligned with our growth and readiness. The job we don't get, the relationship that ends, or the opportunity that slips away are not signs of failure. They are part of the flow that is guiding us to something better. Trusting the flow of life is also about embracing uncertainty. The unknown can be unsettling, as it challenges our need for security and predictability. However, uncertainty is where possibility resides. When we let go of the need to know every detail of what lies ahead, we create space for miracles and opportunities to enter our lives. Trusting the flow means believing that even when the path is unclear, we are being guided toward what is meant for us. This mindset invites us to shift our perspective on challenges. When difficulties arise, our instinct is often to view them as obstacles or punishments. However, challenges are often the catalyst for our greatest growth. They push us out of our comfort zones, teach us resilience, and reveal strengths we didn't know we had. Trusting the flow of life means recognizing that even in moments of hardship, there is a purpose at work. Each experience, whether joyful or painful, is part of a greater story that is unfolding for our benefit. One of the most beautiful aspects of trusting the flow is the sense of freedom it brings. When we release the need to control everything, we free ourselves from the burden of constant worry and overthinking. This doesn't mean we stop caring or trying. It means we focus our energy on what we can influence while letting go of what we cannot. It's about striking a balance between effort and surrender, knowing when to act and when to let life take the lead. Trusting the flow of life also deepens our connection to intuition. When we let go of resistance and fear, we become more attuned to the quiet guidance within us. Our intuition often knows the way before our logical mind does. By listening to that inner voice, we align ourselves with the flow of life, making choices that feel right, even if they defy conventional reasoning. Intuition is a compass that keeps us on course, even in moments of doubt or uncertainty. This trust is further strengthened by practicing gratitude. When we focus on the blessings in our lives, no matter how small, we reinforce our belief in the goodness of the flow. Gratitude helps us see that even in the midst of challenges, there is much to be thankful for. It shifts our perspective from scarcity to abundance, reminding us that life is always working in our favor. Ultimately, trusting the flow of life is an act of faith, not blind faith, but a deep, knowing faith rooted in the understanding that life is always evolving toward balance and harmony. It's the belief that even when we don't understand why something is happening, there is a reason behind it. It's the willingness to embrace the journey with all its highs and lows, knowing that each moment is a step toward becoming the person we are meant to be. When we trust the flow of life, we open ourselves to endless possibilities. We release fear, embrace change, and find peace in the knowledge that we are exactly where we need to be. Life, in all its complexity and beauty, is a dance of trust and surrender. By flowing with it rather than against it, we align ourselves with its rhythm, discovering joy, meaning, and growth along the way. In the quiet moments of life, when the world grows still, lies an incredible opportunity for self-discovery. Silence, often overlooked in a world filled with constant noise and activity, is a powerful space where we can connect with our innermost selves. It is in this stillness that we begin to uncover truths about who we are, what we desire, and what holds us back. Self-discovery in silence is not about isolation or emptiness. It is about creating room for reflection, understanding, and growth. Silence serves as a sanctuary from the distractions that often dominate our daily lives. Modern existence is filled with endless streams of information, conversations, and tasks that pull our attention outward. While these interactions are necessary and enriching, they can also disconnect us from our inner world. Silence invites us to turn inward, to pause the external noise and tune into the subtler, quieter voice within us. This voice, often overshadowed by the busyness of life, holds profound insights about our authentic selves. In moments of silence, we gain clarity about our thoughts and emotions. Without external influences shaping our perceptions, we can observe our feelings more honestly. Are we carrying unresolved fears? Are we nurturing unspoken dreams? Silence allows us to confront these questions without judgment. It gives us the courage to face truths we may have been avoiding and the space to process them fully. Through this introspection, we begin to understand the patterns that govern our actions and the beliefs that shape our reality. Silence also fosters a deeper connection with our intuition. Intuition is a quiet guide, often drowned out by the chatter of daily life. In silence, it becomes more audible, offering gentle nudges and insights that help us navigate our journey. These intuitive moments often lead to breakthroughs as they are unclouded by the opinions or expectations of others. They remind us of our unique path and encourage us to trust our instincts even when the way forward feels uncertain. Another gift of silence is its ability to reveal the beauty of the present moment. In the quiet, we become more attuned to the sensations of life, the rustling of leaves, the rhythm of our breath, the warmth of sunlight on our skin. These small details, often missed in the rush of daily life, ground us in the here and now. They remind us that life is not only about striving for the future, but also about savoring the richness of the present. This awareness cultivates gratitude, a cornerstone of self-discovery, as we begin to see how much we already have to appreciate. Silence can also act as a mirror, reflecting our relationships with ourselves and others. In the stillness, we may notice patterns in our interactions, how we give and receive love, how we communicate, or how we set boundaries. This awareness can lead to profound shifts in how we relate to the world. For example, we might realize that certain relationships no longer align with our values, or that we've been neglecting the relationship we have with ourselves. These insights empower us to make choices that honor our growth and authenticity. One of the most transformative aspects of silence is the way it helps us reconnect with our purpose. In the noise of daily life, it's easy to lose sight of what truly matters to us. Silence clears away the clutter, allowing our deeper desires and aspirations to surface. It asks us to reflect on questions like, what brings me joy? What am I passionate about? What legacy do I wish to leave behind? These reflections often illuminate a path forward, guiding us toward a life that feels more meaningful and aligned with who we are. The process of self-discovery in silence does not always feel comfortable. Sitting with ourselves can bring up feelings we might prefer to avoid: loneliness, regret, or doubt. But it is precisely by facing these emotions that we grow. Silence teaches us resilience, showing us that we can hold space for both joy and pain. It reminds us that our worth is not tied to external validation, but rooted in our ability to be present with ourselves, no matter what arises. To embrace the power of silence, we must create intentional moments of stillness in our lives. This could mean meditating, journaling, taking a quiet walk in nature, or simply sitting in a peaceful space without distractions. These practices don't require hours of dedication. Even a few minutes of silence each day can have a profound impact. The key is to approach these moments with openness and curiosity, allowing whatever needs to surface to do so. As we journey through silence, we begin to see that self-discovery is not a destination, but an ongoing process. Each moment of stillness offers new insights, peeling back layers to reveal deeper truths about who we are. It is a journey of compassion and acceptance, as we learn to embrace all parts of ourselves, the strengths and the imperfections, the clarity and the confusion. Silence, then, becomes more than an absence of noise. It becomes a sacred space where transformation happens. In the quiet, we find the courage to ask the questions that matter, the wisdom to hear the answers, and the strength to live those truths. Self-discovery in silence is a gift we give ourselves, a reminder that within us lies an infinite well of insight, love, and possibility. Self-love is the foundation upon which all other forms of love are built. It is the most important relationship we can cultivate in our lives, yet it is often the most overlooked. In a world that constantly asks us to seek validation from others, to prove our worth, and to measure our success by external standards, nurturing self-love can feel like a radical act. But in truth, it is the key to unlocking our fullest potential, fostering inner peace, and creating the life we truly desire. At its essence, self-love is the ability to accept ourselves completely, flaws, imperfections, and all. It is about treating ourselves with the same kindness, compassion, and respect that we would offer to a dear friend or loved one. Self-love is not about arrogance or self-centeredness. It is about recognizing our inherent worth, understanding that we are deserving of care and attention, and acknowledging our own humanity. When we love ourselves, we are better equipped to love others because we are grounded in the belief that love starts from within. The process of nurturing self-love begins with self-acceptance. This can be challenging, especially in a world that often encourages us to compare ourselves to others or to strive for unattainable ideals. But self-acceptance is the starting point for healing and growth. It is about embracing all aspects of ourselves, the light and the dark, and understanding that we are not defined by our mistakes or shortcomings. Instead, we are defined by our ability to learn, grow, and evolve. Self-acceptance allows us to step out of the cycle of self-criticism and judgment, replacing it with a compassionate understanding of our imperfections. One of the most powerful ways to nurture self-love is through self-care. Self-care is not just about physical wellness, though that is certainly a part of it. It's about creating time and space for ourselves to recharge, heal, and nurture our emotional, mental, and spiritual well-being. In our busy lives, it's easy to neglect our needs in favor of others or to prioritize work and responsibilities over our own happiness. But taking time for self-care is essential for our overall health and sense of self-worth. It doesn't have to be elaborate, simple acts like taking a walk in nature, journaling, practicing mindfulness, or enjoying a quiet cup of tea can replenish our energy and remind us that we are worthy of love and attention. Another essential aspect of nurturing self-love is setting boundaries. Boundaries are an expression of self-respect and self-awareness. When we set healthy boundaries, we communicate to others that we value ourselves and our needs. This can be challenging, especially for those who have spent their lives putting others first or who fear conflict. However, setting boundaries is crucial for protecting our energy and well-being. It allows us to create space for the things and people that truly nourish us while keeping out negativity, stress, and toxic relationships. When we practice setting boundaries, we are saying yes to our own needs and no to anything that drains us or diminishes our sense of self-worth. Forgiveness is another powerful tool in nurturing self-love. Many of us carry around guilt, shame, or regret from past mistakes or choices. We hold on to these feelings, believing that we must punish ourselves for our perceived wrongdoings. But self-love requires us to release these burdens. Forgiveness is not about excusing past actions, but about recognizing that we are human, that we make mistakes, and that we are deserving of healing. When we forgive ourselves, we free ourselves from the weight of the past and create space for growth and transformation. It is a process that requires patience and grace, but it is essential for cultivating a deep sense of self-compassion. Nurturing self-love also involves cultivating positive self-talk. Our inner dialogue has a profound impact on how we feel about ourselves. If we constantly tell ourselves that we are not good enough, that we're unworthy, or that we'll never succeed, we reinforce feelings of inadequacy and self-doubt. On the other hand, when we speak to ourselves with kindness and encouragement, we create a foundation of confidence and self-assurance. This doesn't mean ignoring our flaws or pretending everything is perfect. It means acknowledging our struggles while focusing on our strengths and potential. Positive self-talk helps to build resilience and fosters a mindset that is aligned with love and acceptance. In addition to positive self-talk, it is important to celebrate our achievements, no matter how small. In the hustle of everyday life, it's easy to overlook our accomplishments or to downplay our successes. However, taking time to celebrate what we've done, no matter how minor it may seem, reinforces the belief that we are capable and deserving of happiness. Whether it's completing a task, making progress toward a goal, or simply taking care of ourselves, these moments of recognition are essential for nurturing self-love. By celebrating ourselves, we affirm our value and acknowledge the effort it takes to create a life we are proud of. Finally, nurturing self-love is about connecting with our true essence. It's about discovering what brings us joy, what lights us up, and what makes us feel alive. It's about listening to our heart's desires and following the path that resonates with our soul. When we are in touch with our authentic selves, we can make choices that align with our values and passions, creating a life that reflects who we truly are. This connection to our true essence fosters a deep sense of fulfillment and satisfaction, as we are no longer living for others' expectations but for our own happiness. Nurturing self-love is a lifelong practice, one that requires patience, commitment, and self-compassion. It's about creating a relationship with ourselves that is grounded in acceptance, care, and respect. When we love ourselves, we open the door to all the beauty, joy, and abundance that life has to offer. Self-love is not selfish. It is the most profound and powerful gift we can give ourselves, and it is the key to living a life filled with meaning, connection, and happiness. Gratitude and letting go are two powerful concepts that, when practiced together, create a profound shift in our lives. Both involve surrendering to the present moment, embracing the fullness of what we have, and releasing what no longer serves us. While they may seem like separate ideas, they are deeply interconnected, each supporting and enhancing the other. By practicing gratitude, we make space for greater joy, while letting go allows us to move forward with a lighter, more open heart. Gratitude is a transformative force. It is more than simply saying thank you. It is a mindset, a practice, and a way of being that encourages us to focus on what is good and abundant in our lives. In a world where it is easy to become fixated on what we lack or what is wrong, gratitude serves as a reminder of all that we have. It shifts our attention from scarcity to abundance, from what we wish was different to what is already working. Practicing gratitude can be as simple as taking a moment each day to reflect on the blessings in our lives, our health, our loved ones, our opportunities, or even the small moments of beauty that we encounter. By intentionally recognizing these gifts, we cultivate a sense of fulfillment and peace. When we express gratitude, we acknowledge the goodness of life and honor the present moment. This practice helps us reconnect with the here and now, allowing us to savor the richness of each experience. In doing so, we break free from the constant striving for more and open ourselves to the possibility of simply being content with what we already have. Gratitude invites us to appreciate the journey, not just the destination. It reminds us that the value of life is found in the small, everyday moments that we often overlook. However, the practice of gratitude is not always easy, especially in times of difficulty or pain. In moments of loss, hardship, or uncertainty, it can be challenging to find things to be grateful for. Yet, this is when gratitude is most powerful. When we can still find moments of appreciation in the midst of struggle, we empower ourselves to see beyond the pain and reconnect with the goodness of life. Gratitude in these moments does not deny our pain or gloss over our challenges. Rather, it helps us to hold space for both acknowledging the difficulty while also recognizing the strength, resilience, and love that sustain us. It is a way of saying that even in the darkest times, there is still light to be found. Letting go, on the other hand, is the art of releasing what no longer serves us. It is about freeing ourselves from the attachments, expectations, and emotions that keep us tethered to the past. This could include letting go of old grudges, unhelpful beliefs, relationships that drain us, or dreams that no longer align with our true purpose. Letting go requires trust. It asks us to believe that by releasing what no longer fits, we are making room for something better to come into our lives. It is an act of faith in the natural flow of life, trusting that we are always being guided toward what is for our highest good. Letting go is not about forgetting or ignoring what has happened. It is about acknowledging the past and choosing not to carry it with us into the future. Often we hold on to past wounds, mistakes, or regrets because we believe they define us or that holding on to them gives us control. But in reality, these attachments only weigh us down, preventing us from fully embracing the present and moving forward. When we let go, we release the burden of these attachments and allow ourselves to heal and grow. Letting go opens up space for new opportunities, experiences, and perspectives that may have been previously blocked by our resistance. Gratitude and letting go work in tandem, as both require us to embrace the present moment. Gratitude helps us to appreciate what we have right now, while letting go creates the space to welcome what is to come. When we let go of what we no longer need, we clear away the clutter of our hearts and minds, allowing us to make room for new blessings. Gratitude, in turn, helps us to recognize these blessings as they arrive, helping us see the gifts in each new chapter of our lives. The process of letting go is often not instantaneous. It takes time, reflection, and sometimes even forgiveness. Letting go of old patterns or relationships can bring up feelings of grief, fear, or uncertainty. But it is in these moments that gratitude becomes essential. Gratitude allows us to honor what these experiences have taught us and the growth they have facilitated. It helps us to release the past with love and acceptance, understanding that we do not need to carry everything with us to move forward. By cultivating a practice of gratitude, we shift our focus from what we have lost to what we have gained and learned. In practical terms, letting go and practicing gratitude can be integrated into our daily lives in small but powerful ways. Journaling is one tool that can help us reflect on what we are grateful for and what we need to release. Writing down the things we appreciate each day can shift our mindset and create a deeper connection with the present. Similarly, journaling about the things we wish to let go of, whether they are physical possessions, emotional burdens, or limiting beliefs, can help us acknowledge and release them. In this moment, I invite you to embrace the mystery of connection. If someone stays in your mind, honor their presence with gratitude and curiosity. But most importantly, honor yourself. You are the source of love, the creator of meaning, and the keeper of your heart's peace. Let go of fear. Trust the lessons. And know that whether they call message or remain silent, you are enough always.